Everyone hits a point in life where it feels like everything has fallen apart. Your career, relationships, habits, maybe even your sense of purpose. But here's the truth. Starting from zero is not a punishment. It's your greatest opportunity. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to restart your life from scratch faster than you think. Accepting that starting over is an opportunity, not a failure, is the first real step to rebuilding your life from zero. Most people get stuck because they believe that reaching rock bottom means they've lost the game. But the truth is far different. Hitting zero is not the end. It's the reset button life gives only to those strong enough to start again. When everything you were holding on to falls apart, it clears space for something new, something stronger, something you wouldn't have dared to create if you were still stuck in your old patterns. Starting over is not a sign that you're weak. It's a sign that life trusts you enough to rebuild with more wisdom this time. Think about it. Every version of you that existed before today was built on experiences, beliefs, and habits that might not even belong to you anymore. You inherited some of them from your environment, from people who shaped you, from choices you made when you didn't know any better. Starting from zero gives you a chance to drop all that weight. You no longer have to carry the mistakes you made at 20. You don't have to be defined by failed relationships, disappointments, or wrong turns. Zero wipes the slate clean. It says you don't have to be that person anymore. But acceptance is the hardest part. It requires honesty. You must look at your situation and say, yes, this is where I am. Maybe I fell. Maybe things didn't go as planned. But I am still here, and I can rise again. Acceptance isn't about giving up. It's about letting go. Letting go of the guilt that haunts you at night. Letting go of the pressure to prove yourself to people who don't even matter. Letting go of the idea that your life must follow a perfect timeline. Once you release that pressure, you can finally breathe. And when you can breathe, you can think. And when you can think, you can rebuild. The moment you accept the reset, something powerful happens. The future stops feeling like a threat and starts feeling like possibility. You begin to see that you are no longer tied to anything that held you back. You get to rewrite your story from the ground up. You get to make choices not based on fear, but on clarity. You get to become a version of yourself that aligns with who you want to be, not who you used to be. And yes, starting from zero can look scary. It feels like standing in an empty room with nothing but silence around you. But if you listen closely, that silence isn't emptiness, it's potential. It's the quiet moment before your comeback. It's the space where new dreams form. Every great transformation begins from a moment just like this. So instead of running from your reset, embrace it. Instead of seeing zero as a loss, see it as your chance to build something unshakable. Because this time you're not building from pressure or expectation. You're building from truth. And anything built from truth lasts. Removing what's holding you back is one of the quickest ways to restart your life, and yet it's the step most people avoid. We believe that change begins by adding new habits, new routines, or new goals. But the real transformation starts by subtracting. When your life feels heavy, it's not because you were missing something. It's because you're recarrying too much of what no longer serves you. And if you don't let go of those things, no new habit in the world can save you. Every person has something in their life quietly draining them. A friend who only calls when they need something, a routine that keeps you stuck in the same place, an environment that kills your motivation the moment you wake up. You may not even notice how much these things weigh on you because you've gotten used to them. But the truth is, nothing slows down your growth more than the wrong people, the wrong patterns, and the wrong spaces. And you cannot rise while holding on to what pulls you down. Think about how much energy you waste trying to please people who don't respect your effort. Think about how many hours you spend trapped in routines that add nothing to your future. Think about how your environment shapes your thoughts every single day. These things don't just delay progress, they destroy your momentum without you realizing it. And you cannot restart your life when your energy is being stolen quietly, piece by piece. Removing what holds you back doesn't require a perfect plan. It only requires honesty and courage. Honesty to admit that certain relationships drain you. Courage to say no. Honesty to accept that your daily habits are working against you. Courage to break them. Honesty to see that your room, your surroundings, your digital spaces, your late-night distractions are shaping the person you are becoming. Courage to change them. Every time you remove one unnecessary burden, you create space for clarity, focus, and peace. And something incredible happens when you begin subtracting. Life becomes lighter. Your mind stops feeling foggy. Your emotions stop feeling heavy. You stop waking up tired before the day even begins. You start recognizing what matters and what never did. Removing the wrong things doesn't just create space, it creates direction. Suddenly you can see what you truly want because nothing is blocking your view. This process might feel uncomfortable at first. Letting go always does. You might feel guilty for distancing yourself from people who once mattered, or breaking habits you've practiced for years. But remember this, your future cannot be built on what was meant for your past. You have to choose yourself, even when it feels unfamiliar. You have to protect your peace, even when others don't understand. The moment you cut what's draining you, your life begins to rise automatically. You don't need more motivation. You need less noise. You don't need more habits. You need fewer obstacles. And once you remove what's weighing you down, you'll be shocked at how fast your life moves forward. Sometimes your breakthrough doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing less. From clearing the space, from letting go, from choosing your future over your comfort. That single decision can change everything. Creating a simple, non-negotiable daily routine is one of the most powerful ways to restart your life, especially when you feel lost or overwhelmed. When you're starting from zero, you don't need a grand plan or a complicated schedule. You need small actions that you can show up for every single day. People overestimate what big plans can do and underestimate how unstoppable small routines can make them. A routine doesn't just structure your day, it stabilizes your mind, rebuilds your confidence, and gives you control at a time when life feels unpredictable. The beauty of a simple routine is that it removes decision fatigue. You don't wake up confused, thinking about what to do first or how to begin your day. You already know. Wake up early, move your body, learn something new, and work on one goal. These 4 actions are simple, but they carry enough power to change the direction of your entire life. They give you discipline without stress, progress without pressure, and momentum without waiting for motivation to magically appear. Waking up early isn't about joining some magical 5 a.m. club. It's about giving yourself quiet time before the world starts demanding your attention. When you wake up early, you create space to think clearly, breathe deeply, and set the tone for the day. You stop reacting to life and start leading it. That small victory first thing in the morning sets off a chain reaction of discipline throughout the day. Moving your body is the fastest way to reconnect with your life after a period of breakdown or stagnation. When your body moves, your mind wakes up. You release stress, you think better, and you feel capable. It doesn't need to be a gym workout or a perfect routine. A walk, stretching, a quick workout at home, anything that reminds you that you're alive and in control. Consistent movement teaches your mind that you are not stuck. You're moving forward even in small steps. Learning something every day keeps your brain growing and your future expanding. This can be a book, a video, a course, anything that adds new perspectives or skills. When you grow mentally, your life starts to open up. New ideas come in, new solutions appear, new confidence builds. Learning makes you feel like your future is getting bigger, not smaller. And finally, choosing one goal and working on it each day creates progress you can measure, stops you from being everywhere and going nowhere. You don't have to accomplish everything at once. You just need to do one meaningful thing consistently. Over time, that small effort becomes massive momentum. This daily routine becomes the foundation of your comeback. It becomes the steady rhythm that holds you together while you rebuild your life. When everything else feels chaotic, your routine stays loyal to you. It shows you that you can start again, you can stay consistent, you can move forward, and you can create a life that feels purposeful. You don't need perfection. You just need a simple routine you commit to every day, no matter what. Momentum will do the rest. Choosing one goal and going all in is one of the most powerful decisions you can make when restarting your life from zero. When everything feels broken or overwhelming, the natural instinct is to try fixing everything at the same time. You want better health, better money, better relationships, better habits, a better mindset. But trying to fix your entire life at once is the fastest way to burn out before you even begin. Real transformation doesn't come from spreading your energy thin. It comes from focusing all of it in one direction with full commitment. Your life becomes clearer the moment you pick a single goal and decide, this is what I'm building now. It creates structure. It creates purpose. It gives your days meaning again. Suddenly, instead of drowning in a long list of changes, you're moving toward one powerful target with full force. That single commitment becomes the anchor that stabilizes your entire life when everything else feels uncertain. Truth is, every major area of your life is connected. When you fix one, the others begin improving naturally. If you focus on your health, your energy rises, your confidence grows, your discipline strengthens, and you start performing better in every other part of your life. If you choose a financial goal, you automatically become more responsible, more organized, and more focused. If you choose to master a skill, your self-worth increases, your opportunities expand, and your future becomes bigger. One goal done well has more impact than 10 goals done halfway. But choosing one goal requires honesty. You have to look at your life and ask what needs the most attention right now. Maybe your health has been declining. Maybe your finances are out of control. Maybe you've lost your sense of direction. Maybe you simply need discipline more than anything else. Whatever that one thing is, commit to it completely. Remove the pressure of fixing everything else. Let this goal become your priority, your focus, your mission. And going all in doesn't mean working non-stop or becoming obsessed. It means showing up every single day, even when it's boring, even when progress is slow, even when nobody is watching. It means giving your energy to the one thing that can pull you out of the hole you in. It means trusting the process long enough to see results. Something incredible happens when you give your full focus to one direction. Life starts opening doors that were invisible before. Opportunities appear. Discipline becomes easier. Motivation grows. Clarity returns. You start seeing progress, and that progress fuels everything else. One win turns into two. One habit becomes stronger. One achievement boosts your confidence. And before you know it, your whole life starts moving forward, piece by piece. Simply because you committed to one goal with all your heart. When you're rebuilding from zero, simplicity is power. Focus is power. Commitment is power. Choose one goal. Go all in. Give it your best. And let that single decision become the foundation for the life you're about to create. Taking action before you feel ready is the final and most important step in restarting your life from zero. Most people wait for confidence, motivation, or the perfect moment before they begin. But the truth is, none of those things arrive on their own. Confidence doesn't show up at the beginning. It shows up after you take the first step. Motivation doesn't magically appear on a random morning. It appears when you see progress. And the perfect moment, it never comes. Life only moves forward when you move first. You don't start because you feel prepared. You start because staying where you are hurts more than trying something new. When you hit zero, the most dangerous thing you can do is stay still. Every day you wait, you give fear more power. Every day you delay, your mind convinces you that you're not capable. Taking action is not just progress, it's protection. It keeps you from being trapped in your thoughts. An action doesn't have to be big. It can be as small as sending an application, starting the business idea you've been thinking about, cutting a toxic habit, or committing to one small step every day. Small steps matter because they break the cycle of overthinking. They show your brain that movement is possible. They remind you that you're not stuck, you're starting. People often think they need a perfect plan to begin, but a simple imperfect action is far more powerful than a perfect plan you never execute. You will feel fear. You will feel doubt. You will feel uncertain. And that's exactly why you must act now. Action is the antidote to fear. When you take even the smallest step, the fear loses its hold. You realize that the thing you were scared of wasn't as big as you imagined. You realize that progress isn't complicated. It's just uncomfortable. And once you get past that discomfort, you enter a version of yourself you didn't know existed. There's something life-changing about doing things before you feel ready. It rewires your mind. It teaches you that you are capable long before you believe it. It shows you that readiness is not a requirement. It's a result. Every day you take a tiny step, your belief grows, your momentum builds, your identity shifts. You stop seeing yourself as someone who waits and start seeing yourself as someone who acts. When you look back months later, you won't remember the fear or the hesitation. You'll only remember the moment you decided to move. That moment becomes the beginning of your new story. No one rebuilds their life by thinking. They rebuild it by acting, by choosing courage over comfort, by choosing progress over perfection, by choosing movement over doubt. So send the email, make the call, start the project, break the habit, take the leap. Do it before you feel ready. Because readiness comes from doing, not waiting. And once you take that first step, the rest of your life begins to unfold in ways you never imagined.